The name says it all, Hudson and Rex. A detective and his loyal dog, solving crimes side by side. But what happens when half of that legendary duo suddenly disappears? Season 8 has dropped a bombshell on fans. Charlie Hudson, the face and heart of the show, is missing. And the silence around his absence is raising more questions than answers. Is John Reardon's departure permanent? Or is there something bigger, something hidden, behind this shocking twist? From the very beginning, Hudson and Rex was built on a simple but powerful formula: a man and his dog, bound by loyalty, trust, and courage. Detective Charlie Hudson wasn't just another character in a procedural drama. He was the anchor, the human half of a partnership that audiences came to love deeply. Without Charlie, Rex is still the same clever, loyal German shepherd, but the chemistry, the spark, the emotional weight of the series feels incomplete. That's why fans were blindsided when Season 8 began with no sign of Hudson. Posters, teasers, press announcements, all of them pushed Mark to the front, while Charlie was nowhere to be found. For a series named Hudson and Rex, that move feels not only strange but almost unthinkable. The confusion didn't start in Season 8 though. Fans had already sensed something unusual back in Season 7. Charlie Hudson's screen time started shrinking. Episodes that once revolved around his dynamic with Rex seemed to shift focus elsewhere. And Mark, a supporting player, suddenly found himself stepping into the spotlight more often than expected. At the time, it felt odd but not alarming. Many thought it was just a change in storytelling direction, maybe an experiment by the writers. But then came the truth: John Reardon, the man behind Charlie Hudson, was fighting a private battle with tonsil cancer. Quietly, bravely, he faced something far more serious than any on-screen case. When the news broke, fans were heartbroken. They understood why Charlie's role had been reduced and why the show seemed to be making space. The cast and crew respected John's privacy, and the audience, though confused, rallied behind him. And then came relief: John completed treatment, entered recovery, and even spoke about moving forward. That should have been the moment of triumph. The time when Charlie Hudson returned to reclaim his role, stronger than ever, backed by the love of millions of viewers. But instead, Season 8 arrived with a poster that felt like a slap in the face. Where was Charlie Hudson? Why was Mark now front and center? And more importantly, why was no one saying anything? Usually, when a beloved actor exits a long-running show, there's an explanation. A farewell storyline, a tribute, at least some acknowledgement of their importance. But here, there was only silence. No farewell episode, no heartfelt goodbye, no closure. Just an absence that fans couldn't ignore. That silence has only fueled suspicion. Because when a show refuses to explain a major change, it leaves space for endless theories. Did John Reardon choose to step away, exhausted from his health struggles and looking for a new chapter in life? Or was he quietly pushed aside, phased out by a production team with different plans for the series? For fans, the mystery feels like betrayal. This isn't just about a character leaving. This is about the heart of the show being ripped out without explanation. Viewers didn't invest in just a crime drama, they invested in Charlie and Rex, in their unbreakable bond, in the emotional core that made Hudson and Rex more than just another TV procedural. By removing Charlie without closure, the series has left its audience in limbo, torn between grief, anger, and a fragile hope that maybe, just maybe, this is all part of a bigger plan. The moment Season 8 posters appeared without Charlie Hudson, the fanbase erupted. Social media lit up with questions, outrage, and heartbreak. Where's Hudson? What happened to John Reardon? Why is Mark being pushed forward? These weren't casual concerns, they were desperate cries from a loyal audience who felt blindsided. After all, this wasn't a minor supporting character fading into the background. This was the Charlie Hudson, the man whose name is literally in the title. To many, the show without him doesn't even feel like Hudson and Rex anymore. It feels like something else, something hollow. Fans quickly began piecing together the timeline, searching for answers in every corner of the internet. They remembered the sudden reduction of Charlie's role in Season 7. They recalled how episodes subtly shifted focus, making Mark seem like a rising hero, while Hudson was carefully moved out of frame. At the time, it felt strange, but not suspicious. After all, John Reardon's cancer battle explained much of it. Everyone understood that health comes first. Viewers were patient, supportive, and hopeful. They believed that once John completed treatment and entered recovery, the show would welcome him back with open arms. But when Season 8 marketing replaced Hudson with Mark, that patience turned into frustration. It wasn't just about a missing actor, it was about the silence. The network and producers gave no explanation, no update, no reassurance. Nothing. That kind of silence doesn't feel like respect. It feels like avoidance. And when you avoid a subject this important, people naturally assume you're hiding something. The theories began to multiply. Some fans insisted John Reardon had chosen to step back, focusing on new projects like his home renovation show with his wife, the short-form series Disrepair, and the upcoming A Tippling Adventure. That explanation seemed reasonable on the surface. After all, many actors explore side projects while keeping their main role. But others weren't convinced. They pointed out that John himself has never spoken about leaving Hudson and Rex. In fact, he's done the opposite, sharing old clips, praising his colleagues, even posting nostalgic memories from set. Does that sound like a man eager to close the door? Not at all. It sounds like someone who still cares deeply, someone who still wants to be part of the story. That's where the darker theory comes in, that John wasn't given a choice. Some believe he was slowly pushed out, his role reduced on purpose to make space for Mark. Season 7 suddenly makes more sense when viewed through that lens. Mark wasn't just introduced, he was elevated. He became the golden boy, the savior, the one stepping in to help Rex, and even forming bonds with the rest of the team. To fans, it now feels like a carefully calculated setup, as if the producers were testing whether audiences would accept Mark as a replacement. The backlash has been loud and relentless. "No Charlie, no show" has become a rallying cry across forums and fan groups. Some are threatening to boycott Season 8 entirely unless John Reardon returns. For them, it's not negotiable. Charlie Hudson is irreplaceable. He's not a side character who can disappear quietly. He's the emotional anchor, the human connection that gave Rex's loyalty meaning. Without him, Rex feels different. The Bond fans spent years investing and can't simply be transferred to another character, and yet, despite the uproar, the production has remained silent. No farewell announcement. No emotional goodbye. No closure. This isn't how TV usually works. When a main star leaves, shows almost always address it. They write a send-off storyline, release official statements, or at the very least, acknowledge the actor's contribution. Here, there's nothing. And that silence has become its own mystery. Is it possible the silence is deliberate? Some fans believe so. They argue that the lack of explanation could be intentional misdirection, designed to keep people watching. If everyone's guessing, theorizing, and debating online, it means people are still paying attention. Imagine the explosion of emotion if halfway through the season, Charlie Hudson suddenly reappears in a shocking twist. The secrecy, the silence, the frustration, it would all transform into one of the greatest comeback moments in television history. But here's the risk: by keeping fans in the dark, the show is also eroding trust. Audiences want honesty, especially when they've invested years into a character. To leave them twisting in uncertainty feels cruel, even manipulative. And the longer the silence continues, the more it feels like betrayal. Still, as long as no one says the words, "John Reardon is gone for good," the door remains open. Fans cling to that possibility, holding on to hope that this is all leading to something bigger, something unforgettable. But here's where things get even more complicated. Fans who thought Charlie's exit was just a storyline twist were left stunned when whispers began to surface about deeper reasons behind his departure. Could it be creative differences between the actor and the producers? Or maybe John Reardon, the man who brings Charlie Hudson to life, had personal reasons for stepping away, at least for a while. The uncertainty only fueled speculation, and soon, theories started flooding online forums, social media platforms, and fan pages. Some argued that the writers had no choice but to write him off temporarily, while others believed it was a carefully crafted strategy to shock the audience before bringing him back stronger than ever. And let's not forget Rex in all of this. The loyal German Shepherd has always been Charlie's partner in every case, and fans quickly pointed out how strange it would feel to watch Rex continue without him. Can Rex truly bond with someone else the way he did with Hudson? Or will the chemistry that defines the heart of the show be lost forever? Viewers couldn't help but wonder if Rex's reactions in upcoming episodes would give away hints about Hudson's possible return. After all, the bond between Rex and Charlie is more than just television, it's the emotional anchor that has kept audiences invested for years. Adding to the suspense, the promotional materials for Season 8 have been deliberately vague. Trailers showcase action, mystery, and new faces, but when it comes to Charlie Hudson, the silence is deafening. This has left fans dissecting every frame, every line of dialogue, looking for hidden clues. Could that shadow in the background be him? Did the writers slip in a subtle Easter egg pointing to a comeback? It's the kind of mystery that has fans glued to their screens even before the season officially unfolds. Then there's the question of the show's future. Hudson and Rex has always thrived on the chemistry between man and dog, and losing that balance would be a risky move for the creators. Viewers have expressed both excitement and concern, excitement for the new storylines this change might bring, but concern that the magic formula of the show could fade without Charlie Hudson at its center. The stakes have never been higher, and the writers know it. That's why many believe this shocking departure is more than just an ending. It might be the beginning of something bigger, something no one saw coming. As audiences sit at the edge of their seats, one thing is certain: Hudson's absence is not just a plot twist. It's a bold gamble, one that could either break the show's rhythm or push it into a whole new level of storytelling. And as the mystery deepens, fans are left with a haunting question: did Hudson walk away for good, or is this only the calm before an earth-shattering storm? But what if Charlie Hudson's departure isn't as simple as it looks? What if the writers are setting up something bigger, something that will shake the entire foundation of Hudson and Rex? Fans are already buzzing with theories, and the possibilities are endless. Some believe that this exit is only temporary, that Hudson is on a personal mission, one that could tie into a larger storyline later in the season. Others think that his absence is the perfect setup for a shocking comeback, maybe in the season finale, when viewers least expect it. The very uncertainty around his departure has created a storm of speculation, and that is exactly what keeps fans glued to the screen. For years, Charlie Hudson has been more than just a detective. He's been the heart and the moral compass of the series, the one who always found a way to connect the dots, not only in cases but in relationships too. Losing him, even for a short while, feels like losing a vital piece of the show. But this could also be the writer's masterstroke, a way to remind the audience just how important Hudson really is. After all, sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder, and when a beloved character returns, the emotional impact is 10 times stronger. Could this be the strategy the creators are playing with? To take him away now, only to bring him back later with a story so powerful that it leaves everyone breathless? Still, there's another layer to consider: Rex himself. Rex is more than just a dog on this show. He is Charlie's partner, his shadow, his protector. The bond between them is unshakable, a relationship built on trust, loyalty, and silent understanding. With Hudson gone, Rex isn't just losing a partner, he's losing his other half. Watching Rex continue without Charlie could be the most heartbreaking yet compelling storyline of the season. Imagine Rex waiting at the door, searching for Charlie's scent, or looking around during an investigation as if expecting his partner to appear. These subtle but powerful moments could break the audience's hearts while also highlighting the irreplaceable bond the two share. But let's not forget, Hudson and Rex has always been about resilience, about finding strength even in moments of weakness. Charlie's departure could open doors for Rex to connect with others in ways we've never seen before. Perhaps the writers are testing how Rex would work with new characters, or how the team would adjust without their leader. It's a dangerous move, but one that could give the show fresh energy. Yet, at the same time, fans fear that this could also be the beginning of a slow goodbye, where Charlie is gradually written out of the narrative. If that's the case, then the question becomes, how long can Rex and the rest of the team survive? Without him, the uncertainty surrounding Hudson's future is both painful and thrilling. Painful, because no one wants to see him leave for good. Thrilling, because the unknown makes every episode feel urgent, as though the next big reveal could happen at any moment. And that is the genius of good storytelling: it keeps you on edge, questioning, hoping, and sometimes fearing the worst. Whether Hudson's exit is a temporary twist or a permanent goodbye, one thing is certain: the writers know exactly how to stir emotions and keep fans talking. As the conversation about Charlie Hudson's departure continues, fans have begun speculating whether the show will ever be the same without him. For years, John Reardon's character has been the heart of Hudson and Rex, the calm yet determined detective whose sharp instincts perfectly complemented Rex's unmatched abilities. Without Hudson, many believe the show risks losing the emotional anchor that has carried it through 7 successful seasons. The bond between Hudson and Rex is not just central to the cases they solve, but also to the emotional connection fans feel. It's that unspoken loyalty, trust, and partnership that made the series more than just another police drama. So the idea of separating them feels almost unthinkable. Yet, the writers may have something bigger in store, something that forces the audience to question whether Hudson's departure is truly permanent, or if it's a carefully crafted storyline designed to shake things up. The suspense lies in the mystery of why now. Why would Hudson walk away after everything he has been through, after the countless times Rex has saved him, and after building a family-like bond with his team? Some fans argue that perhaps this exit is only temporary, a chance for Hudson's character to step away and later make a powerful, emotional return. Others fear it may be a permanent goodbye, leaving Rex to adapt with a new partner. This raises the question, can Rex truly form the same connection with someone else, or will the shadow of Hudson always linger over every new partnership? The uncertainty is what keeps audiences glued to every detail, dissecting trailers, teasers, and behind-the-scenes interviews for any clue about Hudson's fate. There's also another layer to this mystery, the personal life of John Reardon himself. Some reports suggest he may be stepping back from the show to focus on his family and new opportunities. Reardon has spoken in the past about the demands of balancing long hours on set with personal commitments. Could this decision reflect not just a character arc, but also the actor's own choice to reprioritize his life? If so, it makes the storyline even more bittersweet, because fans aren't just losing Hudson the detective, they may also be losing Reardon the performer who gave life to the role. Yet, shows like Hudson and Rex have often surprised viewers with unexpected twists, and there's always the possibility of a comeback written into future episodes. The show's writers have carefully crafted a world where loyalty, teamwork, and second chances matter. If Hudson is gone for good, it will create an entirely new direction for the story. But if his exit is temporary, the eventual reunion with Rex could become one of the most emotional and unforgettable moments in the series. That's the delicate balance the creators now face, how to keep fans invested while also respecting the evolution of the story. For now, all we can do is wait, speculate, and hold on to the hope that Hudson's journey with Rex isn't over just yet. The big question now is, what happens next for Hudson and Rex? With Charlie Hudson stepping away, fans are torn between heartbreak and hope. Some believe this is the end of an era, that the show cannot possibly continue without the bond we've all come to love. After all, Hudson and Rex's friendship wasn't just a partnership, it was the heartbeat of the series. Without Hudson, will the show lose its soul? That's the fear echoing across fan groups and online discussions. But others argue differently. They believe this could be the beginning of a fresh chapter, where Rex takes the spotlight in a whole new way. After all, Rex is not just a supporting character, he's the true hero, the one who always finds the missing clue, the one who senses danger before anyone else, the one who never gives up. Could it be that Season 8 is preparing us for a world where Rex leads the charge with a new partner by his side? Of course, rumors are swirling. Some whisper that Hudson's departure is only temporary, that John Reardon might return later in the season, shocking us all in a dramatic twist. Imagine the suspense of Rex adjusting to someone new, only for Hudson to make a surprise comeback when we least expect it. Others, however, warn that the exit could be permanent, signaling a major shift in the direction of the show. This divide has left fans restless, glued to every update, searching for hidden clues in trailers, interviews, and press releases. Every word from the cast or creators is being dissected, every pause or hesitation in their answers sparking another theory. But beyond the rumors, one thing is certain: Season 8 has raised the stakes higher than ever before. The writers know the weight of Hudson's departure, and they are not taking it lightly. This isn't just about losing a character, it's about redefining the entire identity of Hudson and Rex. Will it remain the same beloved crime-solving series, or will it transform into something new? Will viewers embrace a new dynamic, or will they forever long for what once was? The suspense of this unanswered question might be the boldest move the show has ever made, and so, as we step into this new era, fans are left holding their breath. Will Charlie Hudson return, or has he truly closed the door for good? Can Rex continue to carry the legacy of the show, proving once again that loyalty, courage, and trust can outshine any loss? Or are we witnessing the slow end of a series that has given us so many unforgettable moments? One thing is for sure, this season will test not only Rex's strength, but ours as well, as loyal viewers. Because whether Hudson stays gone or finds his way back, the emotional journey has only just begun. Sometimes, a show isn't just about the cases, the action, or the mystery. It's about the bond between the characters that makes us feel connected. For Hudson and Rex, that bond has always been Charlie and Rex, the detective and his loyal partner who could understand each other without a single word. Charlie Hudson's departure leaves a heavy silence, but it's a silence filled with possibility, with questions, and with the hope that maybe one day, the story will come full circle if fans are left with a choice, to mourn what is gone or to look forward to what could be next. Will Hudson return for a final showdown, or has his chapter truly closed? Only time will tell, and that uncertainty is what keeps us all watching, waiting, and hoping. One thing is certain, no matter what happens, Hudson's legacy will never be forgotten. He gave Hudson and Rex its beating heart, and Rex himself carries That memory forward in every case, every clue, and every moment of loyalty. Whether Hudson's departure is forever or just for now, the bond he created is unbreakable, and so, the question lingers, will the door open again for Charlie Hudson, or has it closed for good? Until that answer comes, the only thing we can do is stay tuned, keep guessing, and never stop believing in the power of a man and his dog.